Okay, this is back on 2-8. Lesson, homework number 8, right? Over word problems. Okay, there are 10 less trumpet players than saxophone players. The number of saxophone players is 3 times the number of trumpet players. How many trumpet players are there? Again, break it up. First of all, let's define our variable. X could be what?
Trumpet.
I would do saxophone, right? Okay, because trumpet players are 10 less than saxophone. So X minus 10, right, because 10 less is minus, is going to be trumpet players. Oops, equals trumpet players. Okay, so we defined our variable. Now we can go on to the next part of our question. The number of saxophone players is 3 times the number of trumpet players. So saxophone equals 3. What was trumpet players? X minus 10. So that's your equation you're going to solve. How many trumpet players are there? So we got to solve for X. So X equals 3X minus 30. Right? So I could subtract my 3X over. So I get a negative 2X equals negative 30. And divide it by 2. So negative 2 equals a positive 15. But what does X represent? So there are 15 saxophone players. But what did the question ask for?
3 times the number of trumpet.
How many trumpet players? So we got to take 15 minus 10 to give us 5 trumpet players. Okay? That's question 4 on 2-8. Okay, this is question 12 on homework 8. Find 3 consecutive even integers such that the sum of the smallest number and twice the middle number is 20 more than the largest number. Okay, so if we have consecutive even integers, we would have x, right? The second would be x plus 2 because they're even. And the third is x plus 4. That's from your notes, right? We went over how to do that. So we're going to find 3 consecutive even integers such that the sum of the smallest number and twice the middle number, let's do that first because we have an equal sign here, right? So the smallest number is which one? X. And the sum means add, but we need twice the middle number. How are we going to do that?
2 parentheses x plus 2.
So we have 2 of those. We have 2 x plus 2's, right? Is, so I'm going to put equals, 20 more than the largest number. So what is the largest number?
X plus 4.
And if it's 20 more, you'd have to say plus 20. So we just read it word for word and wrote what it said, right? So combine your like terms. We'll start by distributing. X plus 2x plus 4 equals x plus 24. We still need to combine on the left side, right? 3x
4
plus 4 equals x plus 24.
minus x.
Minus your x over. So 2x plus 4 equals 24. Minus your 4. And then you need to divide by,
2.
so x equals 10.
And then you have to put it in your...
Because we had consecutive even. Are we good? Is that even? So it'd be 10, right? What would be the next number? 12 and 14. Okay, this is still in 2-8, right? Question 7. The length of a rectangle is 5 less than twice its width. The perimeter is 26 meters. Find the dimensions of the rectangle. So we need to know what length and width are, right? What was given in our problem? The length is 5 less than twice the width. So the width could just be x. And we need twice the width and then 5 less than that, right? So 2x, yep, minus 5. Good job. Okay. The perimeter is how many meters?
26.
26. So we did one of these already, right? So perimeter, we used, equals 2 length plus 2 width, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we just fill in, we have everything here. We have the length, we have the width, we have the perimeter. So perimeter is 26 equals 2, what is my length?
2x, right? 5.
Awesome, plus what is my width? X. So all I did was fill my givens into this equation, right? Now I just simplify. So I distribute my 2 and get 4x minus 10 plus 2x. Combine your like terms, so you have 6x minus 10.
So plus 10.
Add your 10 over, good.
36.
So 36 equals 6x.
Divided by 6. Divided by 6.
And x is what? X equals 6. What did the question ask for? The dimensions of the rectangle. Okay? It's in meters. So width is going to be 20 meters, right? What's my length going to be? 2 times 20, right? I mean 6. Jeez, Mrs. Shoemaker.
You saw that 2 and 20.
I don't know what I did. Okay. So width we found was 6 meters. And your length is 2 times 6 minus 5. So 12 minus 5 is 7 meters. Good.
These are easy and I'm just stupid.
Okay, define consecutive numbers whose sum is 115. Okay? 2 consecutive numbers whose sum is 115. So what is your first number? X. What's your second one going to be? If they're consecutive, it'd just be x plus 1, right? So consecutive means one after another. So if I add them together, they need to equal what? 115. So if I combine my like terms, I have 2x plus 1 will equal 115.
Minus 1. Minus 1.
So minus your 1, yep.
Equals 1.4.
So 2x equals 114. So, oops, x equals what? 57. Okay, so that's x. So then what's the next number? 58. If I add 57 plus 58, I'm going to get 115. So you can go back and check in your problem if you did it right. Okay, now we have find 2 consecutive odd numbers whose sum is 144. Problem 9. Okay, so our odd numbers are done a little bit differently. Consecutive, you're adding 1, but odd numbers, you're adding what? Just the same as even, right? 2. So your first odd number is going to be x, and your second odd number is going to be x plus 2. Because if your first one was 5, which is an odd number, I'd have to add 2 to that to get 7, right? Okay, so now the sum is 144. So I just add them together. X plus 2 is going to equal 144. Combine your like terms. 2x plus 2 equals 144. You'll need to subtract that 2 over. So 2x equals 142. Divide by 2. X equals 71. Is 71 an odd number? So 71 is the first one. What is your next number? 73. If I add those together, do I get 144? Yes. So that's your solution. Okay, we have find two consecutive even numbers whose sum is 126. So this one's done the same way, right? Your first number is x. What's your second number going to be?
X
Plus
2.
2. If you add them together, you get a sum of 126. So 2x plus 2 equals 126. Subtract your 2 over. So 2x equals 124. So if I divide by 2, x equals 62. Is that an even number?
Yeah.
So what's my next number going to be?
64.
64. Does 62 and 64 give you 126?
Yes.
Yes.
So what about 11? That's one.
Okay.
He don't cheat. He's a
Okay,
geek.
11 says to find the consecutive numbers whose sum is 84. So we have a first number,
Can you guys please be quiet?
Trying to work.
second number, and third number, right? So what's your first number going to be?
X.
What's your second number?
X plus 2.
They're just consecutive numbers. They're not odd or even.
Oh, 1. And then, no, 2. X plus 2.
So x plus 1, and x plus 2. Their sum is what?
So X plus X plus 1 plus
3x plus 3.
X plus 1 plus x plus 2 equals 84. And yeah, you might just see you have 3 x's here and plus 3. You can do that. 3x plus 3 equals 84. Subtract 3.
81.
So 3x equals 81. So what's 81 divided by 3?
27.
So x equals 27. So 27 is your first number. Then what's your next number? 28 and 29. When I add up these three, do I get 84?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can always double check your work. Okay, now we're back on homework 2.9. The length of the rectangle, this is question 15, is 2 more than 3 times its width. If the perimeter is 92, find the dimensions. So again, we're doing length and width, right? So width is already just one variable, right? Width is x, but length is going to be 2 more than 3 times the width. So it's more than, so we do have a turnaround phrase. So 3x plus 2. Now the perimeter we used is 2 length plus 2 width, and they gave us the perimeter of 92. So again, we just fill it in. 92 equals 2 times our length, which is 3x plus 2, plus 2 times our width, which is 2. Or 2, excuse me, 2 times x.
That'll be 6x plus,
So 92 equals 6x plus 4
oh yeah.
plus 2x. Make sure you distribute the 2 to both.
And then move that, so I have 8x
8x plus 4.
92. So then minus 4 minus 4
So subtract your 4 and you're going to get 88.
equals 8x. Divide by 8, divided by 8, and
So if you divide by 8, x equals what?
11.
11. So go back up to your question. We have to do both the length and the width, right? So the width
33 plus
is 88 what?
34.
or not 88, it's 11.
Wait, no.
11 meters.
It's 35.
And if you take 3 times 11, you get 33 plus 2, which is 35. So the length is 35 meters. Okay, we're still in lesson 2-9. We're going to solve x plus 8y divided by 4 equals 9y for x. So we want to get x by itself, right?
Yeah.
So we got to get all the rest of this to the other side. So the first thing we want to do is get rid of that 4. If we're dividing by 4, how do we get rid of it? I'm going to do what we're doing in a different color. So I'm going to take it times 4, right? The opposite of dividing is multiplying. So the 4 divided by 4 cancels because it's 1. So all I have left is x plus 8y on the left side equals 36y on the right side. If I subtract over the 8y, all I'm left with is x, and that's what I want. So x is going to equal, what's 36 minus 8? 28y. Okay, still on homework 9. 6 says 6a plus 7 divided by 4 equals a minus 1 divided by 2. This is the problem where you need to know your cross products are equal, right?
Yeah.
So 4 times a minus 1 is going to equal 2 times 6a plus 7. Just multiply across. So we're going to have to use the distributive property and get 4a minus 4 equals 12a plus 14.
Okay.
So we're going to subtract over 4a.
Give you 8A.
So a negative 4 equals 8a plus 14.
And then you're going to subtract 14.
So I'm going to subtract 14.
At negative 18. Right?
Negative 18 equals 8a.
Mrs. Shoemaker.
Equals 8.
Okay, so we still have a negative 18 equals 8a.
Let this happen.
And you're going to divide, Clayton. By negative 18,
I just have to do the
or
work.
ex-
And if I can't
8,
right
excuse
answer,
me.
that sucks.
Clayton. Yeah, it's recording you. What goes into both 18 and 8? Two. So you're going to get a negative 9 over 4.